We like Eagle. You know, it's a nice community and not too far from Boise. It's quiet out here. There's a lot of, fields, countryside, and we like to go to McCall a lot. If you're going to commute to McCall, Eagle is just so much faster. Especially on kind of Friday afternoon. We were at a time in our lives where we wanted space. To find 2 or 5 or 10 acres closer to Boise, it's pretty tough. But we'd had the idea of this U-shaped, very traditional Italian home in our heads anyway, and this is what we needed, a square, flat, 2-acre parcel, blank canvas. There wasn't a single tree on the land. So then, the property started to evolve. What took 10 years would have taken, several generations to evolve to where it is today. But it just takes that long. Even if a client came to us right now and said, "Hey, we want to reproduce this home," it's a 2 to 3 year project, and we just put every single tree, every single bush. We had this idea for this very central 2-story element with a compressed hip roof, and then we wanted to build the guest house, and that be a very, very old-looking home to appear as if that would have been the original building on this land. And then, as often as is the case in Europe, the home would have evolved. A lot of European homes are compartmentalized. We want other areas of the home to be their own separate areas. They have to have their own beauty, and there to be hallways that that transcend through those different areas of the home. But we have built the home around the central courtyard to help us gain more privacy. We wanted this home to be very authentic, not, can I say, faux Tuscan. Painstakingly trying to make each door look like it was 200 years old. Putting notches in beams where at some point, the roof had started to sag and give way, and along came the carpenter and he cut a notch in the beam and rammed a post in there to jack it up, and then the mason came and put bricks and other stones, which are obviously different, underneath that beam to lift it back up to shore up the ceiling. And that's the kind of thing that when people go to Europe, that resonates with them. They see that charm. So to reproduce that, it takes a lot of thought, and a lot of time. We wanted to utilize authentic materials. Slate. It is when you talk about the slate, black slate, it's warm, isn't it?
Warm underfoot, clean.
And the oak floors are the same. Oak is a very old species of tree. It's very hard. It's very endearing and enduring. And
we tried to stay with those same surfaces throughout the house, so the transition isn't from one surface to another. It's kind of seamless. It's cohesive. And then we used a lot of stone inside the home. We wanted a lot of exterior walls to be stone reflected on the outside and the inside, which of course would be typical because they would be built out of stone. And then the beams, the exposed beams, and the doors, the old style glass handles. I wanted to make sure that you could come in, relax, have a conversation, make sure it's not stuffy, over the top. I think the whole idea was to make the house...
Well, and authentic again. I mean, to make them look like it could have been put in the house originally. I mean, there are so many areas you can go and enjoy. There are so many little vignettes throughout this property and within the home where people can enjoy it in large or small numbers.
We've had my entire family, my brother, his family, my sister, her family, we've all stayed here at the same time, and 20 people staying here easy, and you're not on top of each other. It's like a vacation.
But it feels like a small cottage almost. You feel like you're in this really cozy,
so comfortable
family space. And no matter which room you go in, that continues to feel that way. Like you don't feel overwhelmed by this huge
It's a sanctuary.
It's a sanctuary
really...
that we have loved, and we hope that future generations love as well, because this home's going to be here a long time. Just every night we go out there, we sit out there, we have a glass of wine. It's listening to the fountain, looking at the pond. It's a daily thing for me. Memories are created for me, I think, daily, and experiences daily. Just living here is like that, it doesn't need anything. It's going to be like this forever. It doesn't need to be touched. It just needs to be lived in and maintained.
And enjoyed.
And enjoyed. And I think that's the charm of this home. You know, its design is timeless.